Now, I know I do a lot of product reviews and everything just seems like, oh, Bolo loves everything. And especially if I attach some affiliate links, it's like, oh, Bolo's just trying to sell us something. But in all actuality, I have a lot of stuff that I do not like, and I have expressed my opinions on it. And today I'm going to express my opinions on something that I've expressed before. And the more and more I use it, I still think that it fell short. So let's talk about it today.
Bolo!
But before we do that, make sure you guys go ahead and pick up my drum kits. They are dope and they are very cheap, okay? Very dope, very cheap, and they sound great. So if you need some dope drum kits, click my link in the description, head over to the site and copy some right now. Also, if you guys are in need of some new equipment, make sure you go ahead and click my link in the description and head over to Zounds.com. Now, Zounds.com has a whole bunch of stuff on the site that requires no credit or background check, meaning you can go ahead and order it, use it, and just pay it off over time with no credit or background check. They're just gonna need a credit or debit card so they can pull the monthly payments out. Now, it's not everything on the site, but it's a whole bunch of stuff on the site that you can get right now, today, with no credit or background check. So if you need some equipment, go ahead and click my link. Click that link right now. Go get you some today. And last but not least, make sure you guys go ahead and check out Analog Cases. They are the only place that you need to go to make sure your equipment stays protected. There's a lot of you guys that have equipment that's either collecting dust sitting somewhere, or you guys travel a lot and your equipment either gets damaged or gets dirty. I'm telling you guys right now, make sure you go ahead and get you a case from Analog Cases. They have cases for everything. They have cases for your audio interfaces, MIDI controllers, microphones, drum machines, and damn near everything else. So if you guys are looking to find a case for just about everything you have in your studio, make sure you guys go ahead and click that link in the description and head over to Analog Cases right now. So let's keep it real. Before I end up getting my MPCX, I was off of the MPC stuff for a minute. I was actually using Logic for a long time. And then I decided to go ahead and jump back into the whole MPC experience around 2015. Now, they had the MPC Renaissance at that time, but I wasn't really sold on it. So I want to go a little bit different route. But I did want to get back into the MPC ecosystem, even though I still had my MPC 2500 and a Roland Phantom S, which was dope. I should have never sold it. But I want to get more into the software side of it, since during that time you were able to hook the Renaissance up to your computer and utilize your computer while making beats and having that MPC feel. So what I did is I ordered this. The MPC Studio Black. They have the silver one, which is like the first one, but then they had this black one come out and I ended up getting this. And this was a great purchase for me because this really made me feel like I was working on an MPC that was connected to my laptop. Pads and everything felt good. The screen was very familiar. It took me maybe about 10, 15 minutes to figure everything out, and bam, I was right back into MPC beat making with my computer being hooked up to it. And to this day, I actually still use this. I'm glad they went ahead and gave us the option to use this with all the newest MPC software. For a minute, they didn't have any updates for this to work, but then I guess a few people complained about it. I think I was one of them. And we ended up getting this back on there. And I still use this to this day, especially like, you know, if I'm maybe going to the studio and I'm just doing something kind of light, I would still pick this up and use this like if I'm just chopping up some samples or something. But after I got that, maybe like a little under 2 years later, I ended up getting the MPCX, and that changed everything. And I was fully invested into that MPC ecosystem and I was stuck. But then I had an opportunity to do a review on this right here. I was very excited about it at first, but then when I got it, I was a little disappointed. And I'm gonna tell you why. Now, I did make a video about this and I said some things about it and I felt like I was a little premature on some of the stuff that I was saying. But when I kept using it, it wasn't premature. I meant it. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not terrible. It's not terrible at all. It just misses a few things for me. And number one is, you know, of course, that screen size is way too small. And it's missing a few features and functions that I wish that they would have put on here, because this could have been a really good controller for your MPC software. And you know, sometimes companies just miss the mark. That's just how it is. Like, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop using MPC products because they made one product that I did not like, because I may not like it, but then maybe a lot of y'all might like it, I guess. But it doesn't mean now I look at the company any different. No, I still hold Akai at a very high standard, and I still use their products every single day. Well, not every single day, but at least 3 or 4 times out of the week. But man, this could have been so good. This could have been so good, man. Like, for real. And I'm gonna tell you what they should have did. Now, of course, they made things smaller, and they tried to make it more compatible for people who are traveling with just a controller and their laptop, even though they're both still very portable and compact, even though this one's bigger, but it's really not that much of a huge difference. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not that much. But I'm gonna tell you what they should have did. What they should have did is made something very similar to the MPC Live. That would have made this whole thing better, and they probably would have made a little bit more money as well. Because we all know the MPC Live is not a standalone machine, and it works with the computer, and you can do exactly everything on the MPC Live that you can do on the MPC Live 2. You just can't take it away from the computer. And it really was the ultimate MIDI controller for the MPC software. And what I think they should have did was make something very similar to the MPC Live, but made it skinnier, and maybe have made it just a tad bit smaller. And that way you would have had all the buttons and all the functions and all the functionality of like using just about all the new MPCs right now. I would have kept it with a touch screen, and I would have made it to where you feel like you're making beats in standalone mode, but you're still connected to the computer. Because don't get me wrong, being connected to the computer is actually kind of cool, but there's a lot of clicking and working around that I don't think any MPC user should have to do. We all know MPC has started off by being a standalone company, and I think they should have kept that through, even though they have software. Now, is the software perfect? By no means is not, because I still feel that the software should have linear editing so that we can edit out our beats in a linear way, just like pretty much every other software has it. But since MPC is and will always be known as a standalone type of a company, I think that they should have made this controller very similar to the MPC Live. Because right now, just to even put things in song mode, you have to do a whole bunch of clicking. Just to have to put certain sounds in a key group, you got to do a whole bunch of clicking. It's a lot of clicking going on with the mouse, which is cool. You know, it is software, but I think the functionality could have been a little bit better, and I think they could have took a little page out the book from, dare I say it, Native Instruments. I ain't gonna lie, that machine MK3, you hook that thing up to the computer, it works. Like, all the functionalities and everything is there. You know, all you machine users, y'all know. But you know, nothing is perfect. Nothing is perfect, and I feel like they should come up with a newer controller sometime soon. Now, I don't know if they're gonna have anything sometime soon, but it would be dope if they did have a controller that was like the MPC Live. Or what they should have did was, they should have made the Live to be able to work on all of the newer software, and they could have, you know, kept it like that, but they don't even have that on there anymore. You can't even use the Live with the new software. I think they need to do that. So I don't know if anybody from Akai is looking at this, but you know, think about it a little bit and see if it's something that you guys are willing to do. You know, I think it'll be dope, and you can probably charge a little bit more for it. You know what I'm saying? But this right here, am I getting rid of it? Nah, I'm not gonna get rid of it. I just don't know how much I'm gonna use it, but I might, you know, still use it. There's a few things I like. The pads are a little bit thicker on here, like they're a little bit more raised higher than the other one. And it has the little, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be using it that much. But hey, they may come out with something a little bit better. I think that they're great tools for people who want to get started with the MPC ecosystem, and without having to buy like a MPC 1 Plus or an MPC X or an MPC Live 2 or even a Key 61, you can just start with the software in this and learn this, and then decide if you want to move up from there. But as of right now, if you can find the first one, I think you'll be in better shape. But, you know, they're cool. They're all right to me. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys like the MPC Studio, 2 controller? Or you guys just basically saying just go ahead and get the MPC 1 Plus or the Live 2? Or, you know, the X or something like that. But I want to hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section, so let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys learned something from it. And like I always say, peace out.